Opens the door. I know there's something hiding in here.
Drop your weapon!
It's funny because all I need to do is equip a ration and then shoot this guy in the face.
Drop your weapon!
Drop your weapon! Drop your weapon!
Here. Easy now.
I don't know how this guy. I don't know how this guy managed to catch me like that, but.
Don't move. You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie. Careful, I'm no rookie.
Alright, so that part from Metal Gear Solid 1. CQC!
How the hell did you ever survive 10 years?
Don't move.
Alright, there was a lot of guys here.
CQC, real big boss, huh?
Is that Meryl? The person's got her hair.
Lower your weapon.
Do these guys have the safety off?
Funny if I were you.
Good chance they don't. They probably don't, actually.
Fonz.
Snake.
It is Meryl. Voiced by Debbie Mae West.
Meryl.
Is that you?
So this is where this is where she went after Metal Gear Solid 1, I guess.
What happened to your face?
Don't touch my face.
Accelerated aging. I don't know the cause.
What's she freaking out about?
You're my informant in the U.S. military.
And you must be the inspector sent by the UN.
So no one is who they say they are in this game, I guess.
Akiba!
Commander!
Oh! Amazing punch.
Sorry.
This is Rat Patrol Team 01. We're with the CID, one of the bodies investigating PMC activity.
First
All right.
hounds, now rats. Here, you can have this back.
So yeah, Akiba's kind of Akiba's kind of like the rookie who sucks at everything in this team. I guess every single team has to have that one comic relief guy. Oh, don't tell me this is the
What's
guy.
your problem? You okay? Stomach pains.
Alright, that one.
Diarrhea.
Is that the exact same guy? It is the same guy, I guess. It's the same guy that was inside the oil drum. Okay. What the hell is his problem?
It's been 4 days.
All right, there we
since
have 50
Liquid
Cent
arrived in
right
the
there.
area. And since then, this woman's been with him. She doesn't look
My gosh,
like a-
Britney Spears.
Probably some kind of advisor, maybe a scientist.
Okay, I have no idea who that is. I'm assuming. I'm assuming we'll be meeting her later, though. That's what I'm going to assume.
So, you're the commander of this O1 unit.
Why? Something wrong with that?
No,
Here, I'll
just
introduce you
asking
to the team.
just asking a
That's
question.
Ed,
Come
our
on.
radio man and sniper.
Played by 50 Cent.
Sleeping giant is Jonathan.
Oh, he has the exclamation point thing as his hair. What the shit?
Don't stand behind him. He hates it when people go around his back.
He pimp smacks them. Where is Akiba?
Johnny.
Oh, his
Everybody
name's
just
Johnny.
calls him Akiba.
What does Akiba mean, I wonder?
I finished installing the sensors.
Alright. He's played by Bang's spies. So does that mean that was diffusing their claymores and sleep gas mines?
Okay, Akiba. Anyway,
You're all grown up.
maybe it's because someone taught me well. A certain legendary hero who suddenly disappeared. You quit the unit. Me? I never gave up on you.
How did he give up on her? That doesn't make sense.
I just wanted you to accept me. I wanted you to turn around and see who I was. But I've put the past behind. I'm done playing little love games. So, what are you here for?
Money.
Threat assessment. The PMCs.
Really? Because I heard a rumor there's an assassin out there targeting their leader.
Well, that's some rumor. I'm only here because the UN wants me to assess the impact and effects of PMCs on their refugee protection efforts.
Somehow I doubt that's definitely not the reason that it was coming. It's just a cover story, I guess. What the hell are those things on the on that table,
But
by
as
the
long as
way?
AT Security's system is in place, there's no way he'll succeed.
How can you be so sure?
They've implemented a system that monitors in real time every single soldier engaged in combat action, whether he's State Army or PMC.
How does that even work?
Each individual soldier has been fully ID tagged with nanomachines injected into their bodies for that purpose. The nanomachines keep track of the soldiers and their real-time personal data 24 hours a day.
Fortunately, the interface had all the text is unreadable, so it's completely worthless information.
Reserve ammo, firing accuracy, wounds, rations, water intake and supply, sweat secreted, heart rate, blood pressure and sugar levels, oxygen.
Sex drive.
All the data gathered on body condition, on sensory organ data showing pain and fear, data on every internal response.
Something we've learned from using this stuff is that lots of soldiers are really horny on the battlefield for some
This
reason.
data is monitored at HQ to enable command to make quicker, more precise, more rational decisions. It also enables crisis management for each individual soldier. It's being used by the U.S. military, by state armies in allied countries, by PMCs. Even police agencies are starting to adopt it. Unless they agree to implement the system, PMCs aren't permitted to send troops anywhere.
So what's stopping them from going underground?
Machines and you too.
Of course, our unit plays by the rules, same as everybody else. It was creepy at first, knowing you're being watched 24/7, but I've gotten used to it.
I've gotten used to having them watch everything I do, including what I do in bed.
What's going on around us, so there's less confusion during missions. And our nanomachines communicate with each other, making teamwork a lot smoother. And that's not all the system does for us. It's also a security guarantee against the PMCs.
Security guarantee.
That's right. The PMCs are combat groups without states or ideologies. They're not fighting out of nationalism or for a cause. They don't care whether war is being fought. They're just bodies.
So I just played Peace Walker, so this makes a lot more sense than it probably would if I hadn't played it.
So it's easy to imagine them betraying their clients by joining the enemy or refusing to fight or committing humanitarian atrocities. To keep these things in check, they ensure that no one can use firearms or military vehicles without the proper system ID. It's true for every piece of equipment out there.
What about all the non-ID tagged equipments?
Tried to mount a terrorist attack or coup d'etat, their weapons and equipment would automatically be locked down. They wouldn't be able to move, attack, or engage in combat of any kind.
Wait, they wouldn't be able to move or attack or
All the
anything?
data on their position,
How does that
personnel,
even
and
work?
combat strength is leaked to us by
Oh, right,
the
nanomachines.
Even if they managed to circumvent the system by getting the nanomachines out of each soldier's body, they'd be losing their IDs in the process, so they couldn't use their weapons.
Hey, I don't have an ID. I can use my weapons just fine.
Patriots are behind this.
Nalilulelo, what are you talking about?
Never mind.
I'm assuming that makes a lot more sense in like Japanese or something.
They
I
call
don't
it
know.
SOP.
SOP.
The
SOPA.
controls
Sons of Patriots Act.
both at Arms Tech
We have to
Security,
destroy the
where it
internet.
was developed, and at the Pentagon. There's no way a third party could get control of it.
I just met a guy who said he can launder ID guns. The system does have holes.
There can't be more than a few hundred of those gun launderers. It's just a grassroots movement. It's not like they can affect the entire PMC war machine.
And who says?
Liquid would have had to register as a PMC in the system to assemble an army that massive. His PMCs might even exceed the US military in terms of numbers, but as long as they're registered, their soldiers' activities are constantly being monitored.
Something tells me it's not that
US
simple.
responds immediately when Liquid makes his move, we can take them down by force.
By force, huh?
When RSOC heard about Liquid's plans, they sent us to sniff around the PMCs. Even with this SOP keeping an eye on things, there are always trouble spots to deal with in the field. Disorderly conduct, disobeying orders, contract violations. We act as backup for the system by monitoring the soldiers. PMC inspections are always carried out on the battlefield.
I can zoom in. I didn't even realize it until I just started pressing it like this.
We've lost 5 inspection teams in the past few months alone. They were all undercover, inside Liquid's PMCs.
Then, if you got caught,
We'd be exterminated like rats.
I guess that's why they call themselves Rat Patrol.
They're smarter than that. We've been mingling with the PMCs. And after 3 months of searching God knows how many battlefields, we finally
Oh, I
tracked
can't
them down.
pause for some reason. Give me a second.